talk to the version of you that's sitting at work, checking the clock, thinking, is this all life has to offer? If you've been thinking about quitting your job to start a marketing agency or any type of business, this video is for you. And before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can be here for me throughout this journey, because I did just that. I quit my corporate job to start a marketing agency, and the freedom feels so much better than it did working on the
1
clock.
p.m.
I'm the founder of Shared Inspirations, which is a creator led marketing agency where I help brands scale through creator led content, basically UGC. My website will be linked below. So if you're a creator or you're a brand and you're on this journey, make sure you check it out. Honestly, the moment I knew I was ready to stop working my corporate job was when I felt like I didn't have anything left for me. Anything. I would get off of work, I would be so drained, and I just wasn't passionate about it. I've always wanted to start my own business. However, I wanted to wait on clarity. He gave me clarity, and clarity was to start my marketing agency. I'm a bootstrap founder, meaning I'm a founder who funded and fully invested in my business with my own funds. Um, Working day to day on the clock, just taking time away from your family, not being able to set your own hours, like it was time consuming. It's a lot of stuff that goes on in the corporate world, and I'm pretty sure you all know. So I was like, you know what, it's time. I started doing my research. I did proper research. I didn't launch or announce anything. I did my stuff quietly. I kind of put everything on like a list and kind of follow through that list. I made sure I checked everything off, literally put it on my notes on my iMac and checked everything off. Um, the foundation is already being built. It's built basically. And this video is to encourage you that, a year ago I was sitting on the clock looking at the time, like thinking, what else could I do with my time? Is this all for me? And just doing that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to people. I'm going to connect with people. I'm going to inspire people that I was them. And anything is possible. So, with you on this journey with me, we're definitely going to do the ins and outs of being an entrepreneur, starting your own business. And yes, when you hear entrepreneurship, it tends to make your skin crawl because you're so scared. You're thinking about the what ifs. Like, our mind is trained to think about the worries behind everything versus the freedom and the joy that you will feel. I feel 100% better. I feel 100% more confident. I struggle with anxiety. Anxiety is like my biggest downfall. Public speaking for me is like really, I'm not gonna say it's I don't know, I don't know the word to use, but um it's a lot that you have to take into consideration. You have people watching you, like you're gonna mess up, and but you also have to understand that that's the humanistic side of life. Like, we're humans. So um having anxiety, starting your own business, networking, meeting people, going to events and all that, that's all something you have to do to make sure your business is scaling. And for me, it wasn't easy at the beginning, but now I'm more comfortable. And everything I do on my channel, this is a new channel. So everything I do on my channel, I'm definitely going to revert back to how I felt, because I want to put myself in other people's bodies, like to just resonate with y'all and let y'all know that it can be done. So I'm gonna create this series where we're basically gonna just go over, the ins and outs of entrepreneurship. You're gonna see it in real time. There's gonna be bloopers that I'm not gonna edit out, but that's what's gonna make it raw and real. Today, I had my interview with a social media manager. So what she will be doing, I'm going to record the content, of course, for the branded part of things, and she's going to post them on my socials. So, like I said, I bootstrapped everything, right? Like, I literally built this from the ground up, as people would say. I bootstrapped everything. So, You know, you have to think about how you're going to pay people. You know, you have to think about the things you actually need, like your subscriptions, Canva, CapCut, just different things that you're going to need that you will have to invest in. So you really have to like make that, you know, work. It has to count, whatever you use. So I went ahead and had the meeting with her. I was obsessed. Like as soon as she got on the camera on the call, it was a Zoom meeting, and she got on and she was camera ready. Her presence was like upbeat. Like it was just somebody that I like intentionally just connected with, and that's hard for me. Okay, it's really hard for me to connect with people. So when I felt that, I was like, okay, yeah, this is the right person. So I did give her the offer. She accepted. So what you're gonna see me do now, and like I said, this is not gonna be like talking head, just talking head videos. You're gonna see like the in and outs, the days in the lives of, you know, being a full-time marketing agency. Um, I'm about to send her her offer letter prep. So basically, that's why I said you gotta make sure your templates and everything you need is like actually um there for you. So as soon as you get off a call with someone, you can go ahead and follow up and have those ready-made templates to kind of save you time. Because the reason we're wanting to stop our corporate job is to make sure that we have that freedom to be able to just have the time back, and you don't want to be doing stuff that you don't necessarily have to do. So I want to start by doing that. I don't think I'm gonna make a template. I think probably going forward, like I said, I'm learning at the same time, right, y'all? And y'all are learning with me. I don't think I'm gonna do a template. I do plan on working on like response templates this probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna bring y'all along. But for now, I'm just gonna send her like, you know, a basic email. We already connected on WhatsApp to her. The expectations is that she posts, you know, each day on each platform I gave her, which is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all those good things. And I'll link all my socials below so y'all can keep up with the journey. But let's get into this. Let's get into getting this email sent to her so y'all can see the behind the scenes of a full-time marketing agency. All right, y'all. So y'all just seen me send the email over to my social media manager. Like I said, she's an intern, and I will be meeting with her bi-weekly to provide feedback and recommendations. I'm also gonna send her a recommendation depending on, you know, her work ethic and availability and all that good stuff. So this is a great learning experience for her. What I'm on now is my website. I wanted to show y'all that I have my website up and running. So basically, this is what it looks like. And like I said, I built quietly, so I did mine like on the low in a sense. But I love my website. It's very straightforward and to the point. Now, so y'all seen a little bit of behind the scenes on how I operate. I'm very old school. Like, I love the tech savvy side of things. I love the fact that I'm blessed to have like a MacBook and an iMac and all that good stuff. But I also like to have things that are right, like I can write in. So I do still use Google Calendar, Notions, and all that. But what I'm gonna do now is set up her bi-weekly meetings on um, Google Calendar. I'm gonna set those up so they'll be bi-weekly, so they'll already like kind of flow. Um, I think she said she wanted it to be done every Saturday, which works best for me because my content and normally my discovery calls with brands are through the week, so I can dedicate that time to her. Probably 30-minute sessions just to provide feedback. Um, Her job is to also make sure she's checking for, you know, trending strategies, trending creatives, things in that sort across all socials. So I'll be able to give that all to her. So right now, what I want to do before I get to the point of actually sending that out to her, I want to make sure that I plan my content. This is my planner. I love this planner. It's super, it has the notes at the top. It also has like the stickers. Um, and then it has like the calendar dates where you can write in there. Um, so what I'm gonna do is, like I said, plan my content out for the week in here, and then I'm gonna set up her discovery calls and get this vlog edited so you lovelies can see. I definitely hope what you get out of this is actually is beneficial, because like I said, there's a lot of people out there that tell you, when you jump into the market, you're gonna make $5,000, $50,000, or your first 6-figure deal, like right when you get out. And I just want to be realistic so you can see the journey and how things operate. Um, I'm not really into digital marketing. I'm more so on the creator side. So like UGC, ready content, posting, getting, say there's a brand. Like I have a discovery call with a brand that's interested in my work next Thursday. So they're basically a finance brand, because if you don't know, I work with fintech and SaaS brands. So that's basically, app startups. Fintech is more so like finance apps, budgeting, stuff like that. So what we would do is I would generate the creators. I have a creator roster. So like I said, if you are a creator and you're interested in doing campaign work, paid UGC opportunities, and getting your, feet in the door with that, I definitely recommend that you fill out the form on the website I just shown, and I will put it in the description as well. Just so that you'll be able to be added to the roster and you're not, missing out on any type of upcoming campaigns. Um, but it's totally doable. I think when people hear, you're starting your own journey, or you're doing this for the first time, or things in that sort, it kind of trips people up, because they think, our mind is set to think like big. It's not like that. You pace yourself. You wake up when you want to wake up. You make sure your day's out the way. You still have time for kids, activities, spouses, things in that sort. So starting this marketing agency is it's been a learning experience. Um, you're not gonna get every deal. And my momentum when I came in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna land this, I'm gonna do this. It doesn't work that way. So I wanted to document my series, so a year, down the line, I can look back and say, oh my gosh, like look how far I came. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go to coffee shops. So I'm gonna take y'all out. You're gonna see all the behind the scenes, the bloopers. I see a lot of people doing marketing, and it's more so once they're already, fully established and in that momentum, but not necessarily like the ins and outs, or the the dirty parts of things, in a sense, if you would say. A lot of people don't show that. A lot of people go straight for the highlight reels, and if you notice scrolling on social media and Instagrams and stuff, you see all the good, right? And there's never a person up there that's like really showing the bad. So I want to show, the good and the bad. You're gonna see, the good, the bad, the ugly, all things here. So I'm excited for this journey. This is gonna be my first vlog. I hope y'all subscribe. I want y'all to comment. There's so many people that's sitting up here working a job that they just don't want to work, and have to work it, to pay bills. And I totally understand that, because, the economy, I get it. However, don't let your purpose and your passion be stopped. And that's something I had to think about. Like, invest in yourself, step out, find people like me. There are real people like me out there that's going to not be afraid to show you the ins and outs, or how things will be. It doesn't always start out easy, right? It's just like a lottery ticket. Like, you get a scratch off, it's not necessarily meaning you're gonna hit. You got to keep trying. So I want to resonate with y'all. First and foremost, I want to be very transparent and open about this journey, and I really want to hear from y'all in the comments. Like, that's going to keep me going. Right now I think I'm going to do weekly vlogs. So this is a Saturday vlog. It may be up today, maybe up tomorrow, don't know. But it's definitely going to be weekly vlogs for now, and then we'll segue. I know for a fact I'm trying to do shorts every day, since I got a social media manager that's going to keep me on it. And on the shorts, I'm probably going to do like day in the lives of a marketing agency, or more so, how to start a marketing agency, like comment below and let me know what type of, content you would like to see. That's another thing with YouTubers and, social media. You don't resonate with your audience. You have to make sure that you're asking them what they want to see, like, because you can't read minds. You don't know who's watching. So I want to be that person that's like, y'all tell me what y'all want to see so that I can give it to you, right? Because that's what my channel is built on. It's built on trust and transparency. So